Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Chronicle 2. I am the Black Shadow and we are still here in the Starlight Canyon, folks. After beginning the restoration of the temple nearby in an attempt to restore the Lao Chao restaurant, and I hope that we can find something there in order to help rescue Lynn, seeing as regular medicine apparently is not going to do her any good anymore. But we're still proceeding through the the canyon here. You'll notice that I've done a few bit changes here. I have gone over one or two of these levels again to get out of a couple of medals here. You'll also notice I've also redone the Elephant Army map. I went and just did that off screen as well, just so now both paths are accessible, so I don't have to redo that and you have to see it. I went and did that off screen. I thought it was going to be easier, folks. But we will not be continuing on the moon path, folks. We're continuing onto the sun path in order to make our way to this very special area here, folks. First, we must tackle this floor here. As you can see, blue sealed. So, unfortunately, Monica is not going to be of any assistance to us, folks, which always makes me a little sad. Insert sad smiley here. But Max should hopefully be able to hold his own, and we've got the Ripod for assistance as well. And it's raining again! Rained here a lot in this game so far, since we've reached here. So blue seal, only Max and the Ripod to be relied on here, folks, which kind of sucks. But we have got, it's a decent weapon here. We've got our Smash Wrench, which is +3 now. We have also got the Durak gun, which I might finally be able to show you a little bit more of. We saw it briefly, and of course the plan is to level that up in order so that we can synthesize that with the bell trigger. That's the idea, folks. The alternative with Monica, I've got the chopper on her at the moment, and the plan is basically to get this to +5 and then synthesize that with the Dusak. Much like what we're about to do with the build trigger when we get the opportunity, folks. It's the same sort of idea. So that's kind of was it the memo operandi or something like that? I'm trying to be clever here, I'm not obviously playing the game. There we go, folks. But we've got more Gemrons, unfortunately, which could prove interesting, but laser guns should prove something useful. The good thing as well with the Durak gun, which actually I'll clear this guy first, is what the Durak gun does possess, if you get hold of it now as opposed to later on in the game, is its real bonus is the fact if you come and have a look at the Durak gun, its attack's pretty decent, 42, that's not too bad. The real bonus, folks, is this here. The fact it's got pretty decent stats already on several of the side abilities. There's Chill, Cyclone, Lightning, Scale, and even a bit of Exorcism as well. That's what makes the Durak gun very nice to have at this point. Whereas the Bell Trigger at this point, well, it had a bit of it, I suppose, but it wasn't as much as what Durak gun does start with. Whilst the Durak gun's actual attack is probably a tad bit less than what the Bell Trigger would be able to achieve at this point, because I put a bit of work into that. Certainly, when the pair of them combine, that should make a very, very decent weapon, and I am much looking forward to it, folks. That I've got to get used to using a laser gun, folks. I'm not sure I ever really got a chance to. Just a little piece of info as well. Actually, I was going through the, I was going back through the train, folks. That's quite handy against those Gemrons. That's a good plus point. But I was back in the train, folks. Now I was looking through some of the things. Gerald, if you go to him now, he will actually now sell you a grenade launcher. So, if you run across something like that, I might show it off briefly, but I'm not going to buy one just to show it off. But basically, a bit like them sort of throw bombs, being grenade launchers, and they explode after a time, or if you just make contact. They're not bad, but I was never a huge fan of them, so... No. Really handy that. It would take a little bit longer, certainly with the Bell Trigger, It's just because, again, of the additional bonuses that ow, that the Durat gun possesses. Sit the hell down. Even the smash wrench ain't that bad. Truth be told, it's still pretty decent. Still not this good. Right. You. No, I'm gonna close in for the... No. What's it doing? No. Bad Gemron. Bad Gemron. Piece of... These things are just annoying to fight. They're just annoying. Quite a lot of work for not a huge amount of rules like sometimes. It's just how it is, really. Even though it's a laser gun, folks, the laser guns or any type of gun you use, whether it's grenade launcher, machine gun, whatever, they all still run and still get repaired with the same gun repair powder as per normal. That never changes. Just to let you guys know, there's no special different powders, because then you'd be there all freaking day. You've got your standard repair for any melee weapon, and you've got armband and guns for the 2 sets of projectiles. So, the game doesn't want to be that complicated. I mean, it doesn't want to make you use up all that much inventory space. I mean, even if you look at our inventory space, folks, we don't actually have that much left. I told you at the very start of the game, folks, inventory gets taken up quite quickly. I'd say we're probably down to about a third of inventory left, so I'm going to have to start monitoring that a little bit more, folks, and making sure that we don't start falling foul. You know, I mean, I shouldn't get to that kind of stage, but again, it's worth keeping an eye on. No, you don't. Where is it? Oh, goodness. Get the rock in! Yes, that's what we like. That's it. He's dazed and confused. He doesn't know what's about to hit it. Oh, thank you, Max. Thank you. It's the problem when they're in the air. It's kind of awkward to hit them. It's not possible. And of course, again, now that we've got hold of our treasure chest keys, we can now start using these. It's quite nice that we can now actually start finding these in some chests. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not too bad. The absorption coin. That ain't too bad at all, folks. Another coin here, folks. Assimilation. Oh, well, this doesn't quite deal with the Borg, folks. Yeah. Much like I said, you know how Monica's Brassard has the heal, heal health gradually. The opposite of that is absorb. Basically, you do damage and you'll absorb a tiny bit of it back, folks. So I will certainly keep a hold of that. That might be of more use with other pieces of weaponry that we might find. As it stands at the moment, I'm not sure it would be really all that beneficial to put on straight away. There's other pieces of weaponry we can get which might prefer that a little bit more. Really? Oh, yeah. That's not good. Sit down. Oh, nearly. One more, folks. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. That diving attack of Max's is really, really good. Really good. Now, ironically, both these guys are actually dealing with wind magic if you're using like Monica's. Bloody hell. Using Monica's magic swords. How? Did I ask you to do that? Did I say you could do that? I don't think I did. Hell. These are dangerous, those Gemrons. They are. When there's more than one, they get nasty all of a sudden. Honest to God. Right, well, the important thing, though, folks, is we have got the upgrade, and... I thought so. It's still only classed as a tier 1 weapon, which is how the weapon is sort of set to designs to say... You've got sort of basically 3 different tiers of weaponry, and basically it dictates how many points, synthesis points a weapon gets upon leveling. Tier 1 weapons only get 3, whereas tier 2 weapons, a bit like Monica's Dusak, is a tier 2 weapon, that gets 4 points, and some of the later weapons in the game are tier 3 and you get 5. This can of course be augmented with like having the certain characters with you to give extra points, but the really easy thing as well, laser weaponry, is that actually I don't know, does it get affected by distance? I don't actually know. I assume it does. I'm not actually sure, folks. I'm going to have to try this. Does laser weaponry get affected by distance? It's 30. Maybe a little bit, not a huge amount. I don't know, folks. I mean, with standard like bullets in that, they are really heavily affected by distance. But laser weaponry, I don't know. Maybe not so much. Something to have a look at as we continue on this. Can't hit the damn thing. There we go. Got there in the end. Oh, and again, nearly there. That's what's left. Just a couple of them, not too many. Actually, it's not too bad a level. You think of some of the other levels we've done that have got seals on them, and some of the levels that we are yet to do with seals on them. Oh, boy. There's some nasty stuff coming up, folks. But for now, the game being reasonably competent. Yeah, something I've not really shown much about, folks, is both Monica and Max have a power attack. When you're attacking normally, if you hold the X button, whoa, goodness me! If you hold the X button, both of them have like a power attack. And basically, Max twirls around, whereas Monica like jumps in the air, slams the sword to the ground, and takes it like a shockwave. Which is cool. I haven't really shown this off much. Oh, you can pick it up. I didn't know. Ow. Thanks. Not too bad, actually, in the end. That is not the worst sealed floor we have ever dealt with in our lives, believe me. That is not too bad. I wouldn't say tame, but certainly within our capabilities. It's not too shabby. Right, where's the meat? Condor is overhead. Yes, proceed to the next floor. Just so you know, if you say no, you have to reselect the meat again, which is kind of annoying. I suppose it makes sense, but yeah, annoying. But getting through this little tiny little side path to some path here eventually leads you to this area, Barger's Valley. Interesting little area, this. Sorry about
Anything here?
No.
Great. Is it dead end?
It's a dead end.
Yeah, that.
But it feels like something should be here.
It should be here. Maybe the game's not actually going to let me head into here yet, folks. Maybe I've got to do this bit later. Do I? Okay then, folks. Apparently, the game's not going to allow me to do my stuff here yet. You do have to come here, folks. There is stuff to do.
No.
But the game's not actually going to. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. The game.
But it feels like something should be here.
That is interesting, folks. Okay then. I'll be honest, folks. Up to the end of the Rainbow Butterfly Wood, I do remember the game quite well. At this point, I'm kind of not 100% sure. But we will be back in Barger's Valley soon enough, folks. Yeah, interesting. Okay, then, folks. Well, then we'll have to return to the valley at a later date, which is okay, I suppose. We've only got the one extra geostone, folks. We might as well start investigating this part further on here. Oh my goodness sakes. Did I heal Max before I ended the floor? I don't think I did. Oh, jeepers. Well, I suppose if there's anything you guys might want to watch, it's white sealed floors. They're always the more entertaining ones. Oh, grief. Yeah, white seal, no healing. And as you can see, Max has not been healed at all. I didn't remember to do it in the last video, folks. So, I think this is going to be a job for Miss Raybrand here. Oh, great. Elephants. Isn't that fantastic? Multiple elephants! Stab the bastard! There we go. It's not so bad. Oh, another rock. Oh, I'll make use of that. Hit it in the face! There we are. It's not so bad. You get the stunning. That's quite handy. Just so you know, folks, you might notice, obviously, well, you probably haven't noticed, when I'm attacking that with Monaco, you've got the little, sort of like green sort of rings appearing around it. I'm not 100% sure what that's actually about. I think it's because I've got a high-ish sort of cyclone stat on the weapon. Perhaps it's like the weapon's now got like a wind element on it. That's my guess, but I'm not actually quite sure. I can't confirm or deny that, but I think that's what's going on. It hasn't been doing that on the Doosac, certainly. Oh, well, look who it is.
Which shall it be?
We need to name this guy, folks. I'm going to go red.
Very good.
Ah, well, not the greatest choice. But that thing on the left, folks, that's a different kind of weapon for Max. It's called Kubera's Hand. Basically, an alternative to using hammers is to use, like, that and stuff. No, I'm not really going to use it over the course of this LP. To be actually, when I never actually mentioned it much, but when we actually, oh my goodness me. Oh dear. No, not monster, for goodness sakes, not monster. Yeah, when we were about to take on the Rainbow Butterfly, the actual boss, we actually, I did have a Kubera's Hand in my possession, but I didn't actually, but I didn't actually really mention it too much, and besides, I was just going to sell the thing anyway, so, you know. Because I know exactly what weapon I want to get from Max, and luckily, the weapon I want to get from Max happens to be on the same path as like his starting weapon. You can get from one to the other, so I'm just going to stick with it, basically. Oh, for goodness sakes. Who invited the golems on a white seal path? I bloody didn't. Oh, goodness sakes. That's going to be good. No. There we are. That's a bit better. That's more like it. Sit the hell down. I'm not gonna screw around with golems. They are too dangerous. On a white seal freaking level? You gotta be kidding me. Bridged up there. Yeah, it is bridged up there. Okay, then. There's another one? This isn't right. I mean, I know it's not so bad because the Ripod is up to scratch. You know, my belief in this game has always been a case of, either you get ahead of the game or the game will get ahead of you. And if the game gets ahead of you, you're in serious trouble. So you always want to be very, very careful about that. I tell you what, Steve's doing pretty well experience-wise out of the Starlight Temple. I've actually got enough experience here to give him his to give him his new core actually, because that's 2,000 experience actually. So you have to remind me to get hold of that before hit it round the face. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's another one! For goodness sakes. Round the back. Wait, what do you think you're doing, sir? That's it. Go, Steve. Go, Steve. Go, Steve. So glad I've got the upgraded thing for Steve, the upgraded cannon. That is making all the difference here. Oh. Eh, it's worth a try. No, that didn't work. Come on. Get around the back. Yes. Getting there, slowly but surely. To be honest, I mean, sometimes it feels like with the white seals, you can afford to be... Oh my... What is this? I was going to say, you can afford to be a bit liberal with the ride pod sometimes, and the game is going to show that to you. You've got every reason in the books to be liberal. Double kill. Bow before your overlord and master. What are you doing? Sakes. 2 golems, whatever. Tomato. You know, it's like tedious tireless, except I actually know one of those is wrong, so... God, I can't wait to do Final Fantasy X. That is going to be a nightmare. Did I get it? Ah, I did. The game was trying to be clever. Yeah, that's the one good thing about coins in levels with white seals. You can still get healed by using white coins, folks. Or getting angels on the coins, folks. It's really, really useful, that. One of the very few ways you can actually get around a white seal is with a coin. Quite useful. There we are. Sit down. I think that takes the chopper. Yeah, that's +4. We nearly got it, folks, actually. We've nearly got the +5 of the chopper, which would be really good. Partially because I want to get on with working with the Doosan and keep moving that long-term path. It feels in a way like I'm sidetracking a little bit, but with weaponry. But I've got to tell myself that's not the case. You're just making the weapon a hell of a lot better. It's kind of short-term loss, long-term game sort of thing. That's what I've got to tell myself. More chili peppers. Never really saw the fascination of chili peppers myself, but maybe I'm crazy one here. Yeah, geostone, lovely. More mimics. Well, I suppose I should have kind of guessed from looking at the amount of treasure chests still left on the screen. I suppose it was a bit wishful thinking. Ooh, treasure. Should know better than that, Shadow. You should know better. Amazing me how many anger counters the Marsh Tribe have. It really does. They've got like over a dozen. It's impressive. I don't know why it's got so many. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay then, folks. Well, let's clear up here. Now, this is an interesting little point here, folks, to show you. Now, if we look at the map here, you see there's nothing but treasure chests left. But, of course, note, folks, we've not had the little show-off bit from having defeated all the monsters, folks. If you ever get this situation, that means there's still mimics to be fought. Because the game will recognise there's mimics to still appear, and thus the game will actually say all monsters defeated, because you haven't defeated all the monsters, there's still mimics around. So, just bear that one in mind. If you get to the situation, don't think it's all clear, because, you know, there's still monsters to be fought. And by process of elimination, that means that this is a mimic. Like that. Just something to bear in mind, folks. Beat that thing to death. Thank you.
Looks like we got them all.
Oh, Monica. Well, that's white still broken. You know, not too bad actually. But there is some more entertainment we had with white steel levels, that's for sure. Right, well let's just proceed onwards, folks. I don't know how far exactly we need to proceed onwards. I know kind of what we need to do. Is some... Ah, my ear, ow. Sorry, hold on a second. Sorry about that, just... my ear just suddenly... My ear just went... It really freaking hurt. It really did. Ouch. I don't know, do we do one more? No, I don't think so. Let's go back to Balance Valley, folks. It's kind of weird, this. I kind of know what I need to do, but I don't really know how far into the Starlight Canyon I have to go to be able to do it, or at least know how to do it. It's, you know, we need to move on basically with the game, and we need to continue developing the Georama, but I just don't know how far I need to go until we've got everything that we need. So I'm gonna have to just keep doing this every now and again, and just see where it keeps leading us. Iron Gates, Star Lamp. Ah, now that's a key item, that Star Lamp. Stuart's got reside in the valley. Huh, interesting. Ah, so there you go. So that's what you gotta do. So the Starlight Temple, we've got two people have got to reside here. Well, we've already got Ferdinand here, so Stuart will be the other one. And the other thing, we need to restore the Crystal Prayer Site, which again we know how to do it. I don't know, folks. Who wants to hazard a guess that it might be restoring the Starlight Temple to restore the Crystal Prayer Site? It can't be, because one requires the other, so it can't be that. But I tell you what, folks, if we know that Stuart's got to reside in here, I'm going to suggest that we move Stuart in while we're thinking about it. So let's get Stuart. Oh, he is willing to move just straight away. That's nice. So that solves. that at least. Oh goodness me! What is Stuart? What's for Stuart? Oh, that's to do with the Sacred Gate. Okay then. So we need to. So that's it. We need to restore the Crystal Prayer Site. Because well, if we can restore the Crystal Prayer Site, that will restore the temple, and if we restore the temple, that will restore Lao Chao's Bistro. That's basically the process of elimination we have now, folks. So we need to figure out how to restore the Crystal Prayer Site. That is what our next objective is, if you will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going... Game, damn it. So what we'll do is we'll do one more in the Starlight Canyon, do one more level, this fairy village thing. And we'll see if that won't be the geostone that we need to actually highlight to us what we need to do. Because I don't have it listed out what I need to do, folks. I actually don't. I did sort of know in advance for the for Rainbow Butterfly, but I remember the Rainbow Butterfly one really well. After that, I just don't really remember too much about the game. So it's kind of... This isn't blind leading the blind, but kind of feeling my way through a little bit. Truth be told. No. There we go. Nearly done with the chopper, folks. So yeah, so you see here, so we've got the ice magic on the chopper here. So now you've got fire Gemron, fire it back, and obviously being ice magic, it's actually not too bad damage-wise, and vice versa. Though, just so you know, you can't actually store opposing magic types or anything like that. You can only store one. So we've got the fire magic. So if anything goes for us, like ice, lightning, wind, we will lose the fire and it will start getting replaced. Basically, you can't do that sort of cross compatibility stuff. It doesn't work in this game, hopefully. Oh, there's going to be lots of these frickin' things, aren't there? Right in the face! Yeah, that's what you like. Just admit it. Pig. Oh, we do have room for that? Oh, of course, I sold a load, didn't I? Oh, yeah, of course, I did some selling of stuff off screen. Oh, look, we've hit 10,000 Gilda, huzzah! That won't last particularly long, I don't think, in this game, but in any event. It's such a big place as well, though, the canyon. There is so many. There's loads of stages to it. It's not the biggest of dungeons we're going to come across in this game. There are bigger, but you know, I think it's like 23 different levels. I mean, that's a lot. That is a lot of levels to go through, folks. Really, you know, that is a hell of a lot. I mean, even the area that we go to, I don't think there's any more. I think there's actually slightly less levels. It feels like it's slightly smaller. As well, the maps are also small in the next area. The Starlight Canyon maps are massive. Oh, this should be good. Oh, it hit the rock! Oh, that would have nailed this thing. It would have been obliterated. It would have just been annihilated. Oh, that's annoying. That would have made things much easier. Let's find a lightning gemron and completely waste it like that lightning gemron over there. That'll do. Oh, I can't block. I can't block it because I'll lose the magic. Bye. Oh, elemental wars are so fun. That is how we roll, and how we like to roll, for that matter. Can dig it, certainly. But it is, you know, make use of elemental weaknesses, like, you know, it's there to be taken advantage of, folks. So don't feel ashamed in it. There. What have we got this one? Ooh, that's alright. And never mind fighting Ripod fuel. You can't really buy the stuff, and even if you max out, you know, they're 100 Gilda a pop. That's not bad. Whoops. Nothing else there? No, I don't think so. It's the only advantage the canyon does provide, you know, because of the nature of it, you can see ahead. Sort of work it. Even if you don't have a map, you can kind of work out something what you're doing. Maps certainly help. Just so big. So if you ever wanted a bit of practice in taking on Smiling Fairy, I suppose this is the place to go. I missed that. No idea, folks. No idea how I missed. No! Oh, wrong button! Oh, Shadow, what have you done? Oh, what a mistake. Oh, dear. I'll probably find that was where I'd like to find the rarest coin, you know, the ultimate weapon sort of thing. Oh. Loss of concentration. Well, the good news is that the chopper is now ready to go. we are ready to upgrade this and synthesize it with the Doosac, folks. So I'm going to do this one on screen. So let's give it a last couple of boosts. I'll give it boosts to the stats that it doesn't have any really of. So I'll give it a load of flames. I'm really not worried. Because I know for a fact the Doosac doesn't have much ability in that as well. I mean, this blade is probably worth about 700 gilder at the moment. Which ain't too bad. So if we now equip the Doosac, so here is what the chopper's operating at, and if we go to spectrumize it, that is decent. That is seriously decent. So that is now 5 synthesis points, which we'll need to get to the Doosac, which we should get reasonably soon. Do I still have Mullane on me, or did I change? Oh, I've got Borneo again. I need to go get Mullane. I'll get her between this and next video, so we get the straight 5 instead of 4 when we next get level up. So I'll do that off screen. I'll get on Mullane again. Did I get it? I did, yeah. Working on the timing a bit. It's taken a little while. It's not easy, to be fair, but we'll work it out. Ow. So glad I decided to give that healing ability to the Brassard. That was a very good decision, Shadow. Proving more I suppose arguably it's going to be more useful earlier on in the game than it is later on, because when you start getting more health in the first place, I suppose you could argue that would sort of slightly diminish the effect, because it's 1 health every 5 seconds. It's not done by a percentage, like poison works on. It's technically a percentage. And here's Monica's. Hit. No. Did you son of a bitch, you're dying. You will... Disgusting. Making a fool out of me. This Black Shadow does not suffer fools gladly, I'll have you know. Fair. Oh, there's our magic crystal. Well, I'm glad to know we found it at the end. Oh, dear. Oh, it's another clown. Wow, it's 2 at 1 level. I'm going to go red again.
Very good.
Oh, not bad decision, Shadow. 2 more treasure chest keys. If only you'd actually used one in the first place earlier, but never mind. Let's get out of here, folks. Let's ditch this joint, and we'll go back to the. My ear, sorry. Still hurting a little bit. Yeah, another area for us to do there, folks, but I'm not actually going to do that one yet. Let's head back to the Balance Valley. Quickly check out the Geostone. That's all I'm looking for is just the information I need to know what it is I actually need to do. I could look it up, but I don't want to. It's kind of like, it's not the point. You know, the game's no fun if you just keep looking everything up on the internet. A church? Sacred torch restored. Star lamp on a brick house? Still nothing. A church? Well, we need to make one of these, folks. We do need. What was that to make? That's okay. We do need a star lamp. I'm just going to say that now. Church, folks. Odds are we're going to need one here, I imagine. I've got a theory, folks. Now, we do need the church for this area. I know that. Why don't we just try being a little bit creative here? Because I would suggest that we would need to put the church down somewhere. Oh my goodness, it's massive. and that we would probably need to say, if it's like it acts as a residence, I'd probably suggest we probably need to put the priest in here. What do you suggest we don't give this a try? Does it act as a residence? It does. Let's just move. Let's move Priest Bruno in. See what happens. Let me guess. Black Shadow. Well done. Obviously, that is what we needed, folks. Crystal Prayer Site. We needed Bruno in the church, which has meant that the Starlight Temple is restored, which means that so is Lao Chao's. Superb. So you don't need the game to tell you every single time what you have to do. Sometimes just a bit of a logical guess never hurts either. Let's say hi to the Starlight Temple proper, folks.
Look at that!
Hey, it's Lao Chao's bistro.
Oh, yes. It is? Look all that impressive where we stand. Is that the bistro? Apparently. Max is taking in the smells.
Oh, it smells really good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's anything for it, folks. We'll just make sure there's no little boxes or chests hiding around in funny old places, because this game does that sometimes. The chests are there, but sometimes you just gotta search them out a little bit. No, looks okay. Let's go meet the man himself. Oh wow, look at that.
Wow, this is it?
Yep. Something smells good. Let's check it out.
Yeah, we're not here, you know, on a date, Monica. We're here to save the world.
Are you Lao Chao?
No, he's Santa Claus.
Yes, welcome. What can I get you?
Actually, we didn't come to eat today. We've got a friend that's very ill. She's in bad shape. We want to give her your miracle dish so she can get better. Could you make it for her, please?
I see. I wish I could help you, but there's a special ingredient I need to make my miracle dish.
Damn.
A special ingredient?
To make my miracle dish, I need a white windflower.
White windflower.
People say that it's extinct now. You can't find it anywhere at all. You used to be able to find them flowering in deep valleys.
A white windflower, huh?
Monica, there's a chance that it might grow back in Starlight Canyon.
Well, of course, remember, folks, that's in the past, if you will.
Yeah, it is the past after all.
Yeah, just what... Monica, what are you quoting me for?
Okay, Lao
What's wrong
Chao,
with you, woman?
We'll see what we can do.
Stealing my lines. That's just not fair, Monica. I mean, what did I ever do to deserve that? Horrible person. The food here is first class. Makes me mouth water just thinking about it. Well, I don't really want to know. So, let's see. We'll have to see if we can't find a white windflower for Lao Chao to make his miracle dish. Still plenty of development still left to go here, though. But never mind it. Wow, what is that? Wow, look at that, folks. Who is that? This temple exists in an endless night because the moon crystal's power is strongest at night. It's utilizing the force of the temple to create an area of night. Ah, that's pretty cool. Oh, that is pretty cool. I can dig that. Okay then, folks. So, like I say, we are going to have to try and find out where we can't find a white windflower, folks. Well, it said that he said that the flower might develop in deep valleys. Well, I know Starlight Canyon technically is a big, massive valley, folks, but I have a funny feeling I know where this is leading. This wouldn't happen to... I was going to end the video here, folks, quickly, but what's the time? How long we got? How long was the video? 45... Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm going to end the video here, folks. I think I know what we need to do now, basically. I think I know where we need to go next, but I think I'm probably going to leave it there. Can we actually enter the church? Oh, we can do. Goodness gracious me. Oh, dear. Hope you like it in here. If you know of a town in need of a church, I'm your priest. Just let me know. Thank you, Priest Bruno. And that is... What is that? The Holy Emblem. Oh, there's an actual idea here, folks. A rifle, runaway dragon, and a fan. There's an actual idea in here. Would you believe it? I'm going to write that down quickly. I didn't know that was here. Let me just write this down. Well, the rifle we've got. The fan I think we have, but a runaway dragon. I assume that's a scoop, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to hunt around for that. Okay then. Well, that's another one there. Fresco painting. Huh. Well, Bruno, thanks for that. I didn't actually think we were gonna... No, I didn't actually know you could get a clue in here for something like that. I've never known that one before. That's new. Cheers for that, priest. Okay then, folks. Well then, what I am going to do is that is where I'm going to end the video. And what we're going to do next time is... oh yes, I need to go get Melaine as well off screen, so I'll be sure to do that quickly. But next time, we're going to have to search for this this white windflower, folks. If that's the ingredient that Lao Chao needs for his miracle dish, then that is what we're going to have to find. In a deep valley, folks. See you next time.